Hello, folks, and welcome back to Dawn of War 2 Retribution. Today, let's go do the Imperial Guard. No.
Stand back, I'll show you how it's done.
Let's stay with normal.
10 years ago, we Blood Ravens destroyed the demon Alker, ending his schemes to rot subsector Aurelia into a festering hellscape. We thought our victory would mark the end of the war for the sector. We were wrong. New demonic incursions relentlessly plagued her planets, Aurelia, Typhon, Calderis, and Meridian. In response, the Imperial Guard, the hammer of the Emperor, was deployed en masse to the sector to secure her, to defend her. Yet the incursions only grew in number, and soon were worsened by insurrection, madness.
Might be a different cutscene soon. Like, this is general.
Helpless, racked by constant, endless,
No one for the Imperial Guard.
war. We are Space Marines. We are the Blood Ravens. We would act, yet we too are locked in warfare with one another. Azariah Kairos, our chapter master and chief librarian, has declared the heroes of Aurelia to be renegades. Now we are hunted by our own brothers. Brothers unaware of the chapter master's secret allegiance to Alker. A corrupt Space Marine chapter master. A militia crippled by disorder and turmoil. Demons. Renegades. A sector that knows only war. The Imperium has had enough. One solution remains for the sector. A solution with which I am all too familiar. The Ordo Malleus approaches. The Holy Imperial Inquisition. Their colossal ships bear the munitions to perform exterminatus, cleansing every planet of the sector of life. Xenos and human. Corrupt and innocent. But I have an ally in the Inquisition. An ally made during my darkest moment. And she has heeded my call. She will arrive in the sector before the exterminatus fleet arrives to investigate my claims. With proof, she has the power to halt the impending destruction. If she wishes.
Oh, I don't actually have it at the right audio level. It should be at 5.7. It's down at 8.
Perhaps not all of the men of this sector are cowards. According to these cravens, one did not run when ambushed.
Not a coward, but perhaps a fool for allowing himself to be ambushed. I suppose we should collect him in the faint hope that he has useful intelligence about the situation. We'll need to move quickly, and there will no doubt be Xenos between us and our missing man.
No doubt.
The leader of the Xenos.
The map is the same.
This place can't be far. Our missing sergeant may have more information for us. All that remains is to carve a path through these beasts to reach him.
The layout of the map seems the same, but we're fighting Tyranids this time rather than Chaos. Their Hex and Hammer.
He's down. New report. Enemy contact.
I move with eyes open.
Oh, it's nice, he actually comes with his own little squad.
Your attacks are misplaced.
Let none stand before
The other guys in the previous thing didn't. Unless you swapped one out for an honor guard.
on my way. Fight on.
And here is Merrick.
There he is. sergeant. Weaker than he needs to be, but stronger than I expected. I think this man can be salvaged.
Thank you, General. I thought this might finally be it.
Your lack of cowardice is refreshing, Sergeant Major. But your weakness is typical of this sector. I'll toughen you up or use you up. Perhaps both, as the Imperium requires.
Since that 1d4 chanting says he's like a look of Freddie Mercury to him, I can't help but see it. There's a bit of it in this guy. In some of the pictures, there's a bit of it. But basically I can't stop seeing it now. It's jarring as hell. I rarely upgraded these because it meant I couldn't get more guys. But yeah, he was in the previous one.
Ambush! As expected. The best response to an ambush is to counterattack, quickly and forcefully. I am under attack. I hear you. Stand back, I'll show you how it's done.
I didn't.
One less tyranny.
Cloaking him was a mistake.
Now, on to our objective.
Ready and relocating. This area is rife with herd.
Tyrannid foe eliminated.
Here we go then.
A brave man will not fear enemy fire, but a smart man will not needlessly expose himself to it. Had you been smarter, you might not have fallen earlier, Sergeant.
Had I been smarter, I would have left this subsector years ago. That's less vermin, at least.
Come on.
With eyes open. Rest and enjoy a swift journey.
Well, next up.
This pain is nothing to me.
Oh, do I? I don't have any medkits. Ugh.
Right. Moving.
Hope we'll get them soon.
Object targeted. Proceeding with... We must secure that structure at once. We will be able to procure additional forces there.
What, from a sewer drain? Honestly, looks like a steaming manhole I saw out of some
Commander here. I'm on the object.
steaming manhole.
I shall see to it.
Okay.
I have captured it.
These other ones make more sense than you just throwing down a beacon.
Sir, it's just not possible.
Basic ranged combat unit effective against other ranged units, ranged forces, but we can
A
melee.
simple squad of guardsmen is our basic and most useful infantry option. They'll crumble in close combat, but they pack enough lasguns at long range that it doesn't matter. On the field, they can be further assigned resources and war gear to enhance their firepower.
It's dangerous. Sir, displacing now.
Yeah, I think I prefer them over the scout squads.
Object targeted. Proceeding with attack. Moving.
Getting caught in the open by those would be nasty.
Oh, we're pinned down! They have us pinned! We are we're pinned down out here!
On my way. I want that target dead. On the
I am a weapon of the Ordo Hereticus.
orcs attacking me.
Insidious for your kind, are you not?
That's proper destroyed.
Nice.
I go.
If only I had a heavy unit, I could march through here.
Some big crash near here, sir.
An orc ship. Orcs have an obsession with salvaged materials. We may find something useful. Kill any Xenos and take what we can use.
Alright. So the orcs are a staple, or stable part, while the Tyranids swap out. Chaos and Tyranids swap out. Alright. Come on. I'm just thinking, like, say if I do the rest of the missions. Come on.
Object destroyed.
Beautiful. I think I will have to fight the orcs each time. Here, except when I'm playing as them. I'll always swap out for someone else with the different factions. Well, the other one will always swap out depending on faction I'm at. Yeah, if the missions are all going to be the same with just a bit of changed dialogue, and apparently that's even though that's limited, that's going to be a little annoying. We'll see how far the gameplay can keep me in this, you know? If not too far, then I'll probably just do it. I'll probably give... I'll probably just move on to the next one, Dawn of War 3, which is rather disliked. There's a Terminator... Remember the guy that was made Chapter Master at the end of the with the Blood Ravens? He is Chapter Master in part 3. That bit's canon. Apparently, the true end is like different elements of Retribution being made canon, like that, with an Eldar victory in another regard, and bits here and there, some Chaos elements, some Tyranid, or whatever, some Orc. But yeah, that guy in full. Like, you know, he's in Terminator plate doing a backflip. So,
I'm departing now.
no.
Target serviced. I hear you. Object targeted. Proceeding with attack. I'm on the object.
Like, that just doesn't make sense.
I have captured it as requested.
Commander here. Go ahead. Right then. Moving.
A heavy weapon squad would be handy here. Their suppressing fire would slow and cripple any enemy push.
We're done in here for now.
The Tyranids will try to dislodge us from this place. We will use the terrain to our advantage and disabuse them of this notion.
Sad I can't resupply those guys because I don't have to supply.
Now is the time to move. I am on my way.
Use your cover, man! I love that sound.
Target obliterated.
This enemy shall plunge this game.
Go on. Yes, sir. We came out here to make war, didn't we? Is there a fight?
Onward to victory.
Under attack! Cover holding!
Come on. Do it. Armor.
Put down another Tyranid!
Do it.
That's less vermin, at least.
Katakan Devils. A squad of seasoned Katakan jungle fighters, some of whom are former penal legion.
Imperial guard structure reporting damage. Put down another Tyrannid.
Commander here. Ready and able. Enemy unit under attack.
I have no fear. I am under attack.
Our Inquisitors eliminated.
Do it.
We are engaged here. Displacing now. We've eliminated that.
Monster. Can't use it on this guy. Is it a distance thing or what?
The Hive Lord is nearby.
We're done in here for now.
Whatever.
Go ahead. Right.
Move.
Moving. Object targeted. Proceeding with attack.
Can't get anyone else, and I can't upgrade anyone. So it's just all this is just useful to have for resing, I guess.
This had on my way.
Poison this place.
Now is the time. New report.
Tyrannid have engaged.
Do it.
Attack.
Okay, come on. Over here.
This place is infested with Tyrannid. Disgusting. Orders, sir. Tyrannid attack. Disgusting.
Can't hit here for whatever reason.
Go ahead, sir. Tyrannid have engaged us.
A magnificent specimen. Don't you agree, Merrick?
You admire the horror, General?
Indeed. Its head will go nicely in my trophy collection. Aim low.
Yep, big game hunter.
The enemy's here. Let's give it to us. This had better be an altar. Take a good look, men. This is how
Okay,
I
the
deal
machine
with
spirits are not
sinners,
pleased.
as well as traitors and cowards. All much the same to me. We've the high pirate here. One less tyranny.
Missing the healing ability.
Hunting the hive, Tyrone.
That's cute.
I am under attack.
Oh, she's another Q1 coming up.
It's done.
This beast is strong, but strength is no match for intelligence and resolve.
All large caliber explosive rounds, for that matter.
Now you're getting into the spirit, Sergeant Major. This ended better than it should have, considering the poor quality and resolve of the guardsmen here. Now that we have regrouped with Commissar Lord Byrne, no act of cowardice or incompetence will go unnoticed, or unpunished.
With all due respect, General, I've been killing these beasts for a decade now, along with most every other Xenos known to the Imperium.
Sergeant Major, nobody questions your valor or loyalty. It is a beacon in a dark sea of apathy and heresy. Which is why I led the Lord General here, to you and your men. I am Inquisitor Adrastia of the Ordo Hereticus. The Inquisition is no stranger to this sector, having dealt with Cyrene in the approved manner some time ago. Now they are returning, to apply that solution to remaining planets of Subsector Aurelia.
You mean?
Exterminatus. The complete and utter destruction of every inhabited world in this sector. No one will be spared. Traitor, Xenos, or loyal. All will die.
Good show, sir. Victory.
Ah, brilliant. Better back. Formed of rigid plates of armor glass and ceramite, carapace armor provides better protection than standard flak armor issued to rank and file guardsmen. Unsurprising. Guardsman's courage. Only one thing stands between you and the sovereign horde of Xenos monstrosities that wants nothing more than to devour you alive. The weapon in your hand. Catcan Devils are effective in melee and employ several weapon specialists. Detect infiltrated units. Okay. Never had to deal with infiltrated units in the other one. Or get sergeants. Yeah, go for it, you.
The Exterminatus fleet will arrive in 3 weeks. I,
3?
however, am here on my own accord as a courtesy to Captain Gabriel Angelos of the Blood Ravens chapter of Space Marines. He has a theory about the problems in this sector. It is a very interesting theory, and if it proves to be true, I can halt the Exterminatus. Unfortunately, I cannot prove or disprove this theory without assistance. Your assistance.
Why do you need me and my men?
Due to the delicate nature of my investigation, I am unable to make use of the normal channels. But you have proven trustworthy and resourceful. With the Lord General's guidance, you can be of great use to me.
Which still leaves us a problem of transportation about the sector. We need to move about with freedom, and without Imperial support.
I am aware of a means to solve this transportation issue. All of the planets in this sector are linked. Teleportariums, created in the dark age of technology, enable travel between planets, if one knows where to find them and how to make use of them. One of the teleportarium devices is actually quite near, in a war zone controlled by renegades and traitors. We must reach that teleportarium, and we must move quickly.
A master-crafted saber paired with a rifle bearing the inscription "Cowards, heretics, and Xenos that attempt to hide from the mighty Imperium should be smashed righteously with the truth of the Emperor." It's going to kill infantry below 20% health, plus 25% accuracy to use or all nearby allies. A blessed carapace gift to the Lord General Castor for his distinguished service. Its presence reflects upon soldiers of the Imperial Guard the quality of their commander, inspiring them to survive longer in combat. 50 armor rating to nearby allies, 50 energy, 25% suppression resistance to all nearby allies. This item, an officer donning an Honorifica Imperialis, awarded for extreme bravery, spurs soldiers of the Imperium to fight harder, reducing their ability to recharge times. Officers of high rank and perceived importance improve the fighting effectiveness and longevity of soldiers under command. Those that demonstrate their worth in blood further bolster the strength and resolve of their men. On kill, restore health and energy in a large area. Merrick. Las Cannon. Sure. Firing a charged energy blast along a powerful laser, the las cannon can cut through almost any armor at extreme range, requires a substantial amount of time to build up its power before a shot, however, effective against vehicles and structures. Okay, execute kill coward, motivating their squad to deal more damage and ignore suppression. There's a strategy for the end, you know, the final mission. Same as the final mission we did previously. Woo. Where you just run through the level, just blitzing it in a few moments, constantly using execute. Because, well, also some way to resupply the troops, but yeah, they basically can just speedrun it. They can just hack through everything with tremendous strength and are incapable of hurting, or aren't effective at hurting. The enemies aren't ineffective at killing you. Can't quite remember the details, but yeah, it's. Yeah, I like it. Well, I like the sound of it. It's good. To the last, executing an allied squad member makes both the squad and or burn temporarily invulnerable. So we'll go with that. Makes it better.